Mommy, I'm on.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. So, this call is not too long. Hope y'all had an amazing weekend. If you saw that I am the I Millennials event, ridiculous. Ridiculous. At any rate, all right, so we are starting with US 30. US 30 hit all targets last week. This was our buy zone. These were our two targets, and as you can see, it shot way beyond our two targets. So, starting it from where we are, you can say it's in a sell zone right now, but to be safe, let's bring it right here. And the buy zones are now sell zones. I mean, the buy targets are not sell targets. So we will adjust those to sell target. And the buy zone is now a target. Here's that. So if we look at the 4, as I always say, you can where the sell zone is, if it does not break, if it rejects, that could also be a buy zone. But a safe buy zone is this breakout area right here. And then you can target all of this. So the main target will be here. Pull out the pivots. And then you can target, if you look at pivots, it gives you potential targets. So this would be one. This would be one. And this would be one. Turn my pivots off. And set them as target. Now on US 30, you know it moves. It takes big moves at a time. So for my shorter term traders, you could target these areas. Now let me clean up down here so people don't get more confused. All right, so for a sell zone, let's target these doubles or pairs as I call them. Here and here. So there's US 30. 4-hour markup, but you can take it down to the 15-minute and you'll see a lot of activity in there. Yes, 30. Is there a question? No. What's up, Emmeline? Aloha. German 30 hit all of the targets as well. clean this up. This is now a sell zone. Okay, Paul.
What pair is this, Doc?
This is German 30 now.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, there we go. This is now a buy zone, and this is the target. Let's see my cheat code with the pivots. Nope, not using pivots on that one. Don't like it. Now see how I just rejected an indicator? I go with my gut. I take my own analysis over the analysis of other tools because I've come to trust myself. And you have to learn to live with your decisions. So this now is a target on the sell. I'll bring it right into this double, right there. Target that one, target that one, then we'll bring it to this wick. Now, if it breaks below this wick, look at all of this. All you do is target noise on the way down. Noise. 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 That's how it works. So this is German 30. SPX. I told you all last week it was going to be a good week with the indices. So if you look, I got into SPX right in here. And I rode it all week. Look at that. Patience, patience, patience. Every time it came in back into one of my zones, I took an entry. So let's see what we can do now. I already had this marked up. Let's see what it does.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would you take, you know how sometimes I see you take the wicks as your targets or your pairs as your targets. Would you take one over the other, or are they just the same?
Ask that again. I want to make sure I understand what you're asking.
Okay, sometimes I see you take the wicks as your TPs, or sometimes the pairs as your TP. So, is there a preference, or is there that, or they're just the same?
So I take pairs over wicks.
Okay, thanks.
Because two candles have a stronger, what's the word I'm looking for? Stronger indication than one wick. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Because the wick on different time frames, you'll see the candles, but on the time frames that I look at, I'm looking at the pairs or the noise above the wicks. Give you an example. Right here. See that area?
Yes.
I'll target the bodies of the candles first. And then if it goes beyond, then I'll target the wick. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes, thanks.
Cool. All right, so this is tricky because SPX was giving some bearish activity before the market closed. So, and especially if you're new, we will wait right in, let me see, what would be a safe right here. This will be a safer sell zone, but for me, I want to see what happens back in this area. I would like it to come up, see if it'll break and then sell. So my buy zone safely would be right here. And if you look, see if this makes sense. We had a pair here and we have some activity here, and it's the same area. So that will be my breakout. This will be my buy zone. So when price breaks above these highs, then there's a greater probability that it will come back into this area.
It's also the head and shoulder pattern.
Yep.
I was going to say that.
That is the head and shoulder pattern. So let's clean up some of this stuff. See how we look on the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, you could put the sell zone right here. And I'll target this activity in here. My next target will be, see these pairs right in here, somewhere in here. And then we'll target this one. So what I do after I make my targets, I see what the pivots are. And as you can see, my target is right where a pivot would be. And then if you look at this noise, where you see some more pairs, there's another pivot. So that's cool. So if you look at this pivot, that's where I was going to draw a buy zone right above this pair and right at the edge of this engulfing candle. But I'll leave it where it is for a safer trade, for lack of a better term. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. And as it adjusts, as I go back and forth with it, then I update it. Now it's two targets. Ours is almost identical to SPX right now. So, safe sell zone is right at the bottom of this noise. Yeah, we'll split this up. You don't need a lot of pips in the indices to make decent money. All right, and get rid of all of this. So on Nas, I'll take the breakout of that bearish engulfing. Good. Now, there's a lot of activity right here. If you're experienced, by all means, you could take a sell right here. And catch potentially 400 pips. But I know most people will have the anxiety going here because you'll get a bunch of activity in here. But if you're experienced, by all means, take this sell. And then the first target will be this sell zone. Now let's go up. Yeah. If you get a breakout of this area right here, it's coming up to here. Wrong thing. Drop that back to the hour and drop now. I've kind of gone away from silver, but if anybody wants that, I'll go back and do it. This is a trade I got into last week late. This was the buy zone. This is the target. If you enter the buy on the market open, if it hadn't gone already, this is your target. Now, I believe once it gets into these areas, it's going to shoot back down. In fact, I believe that it will shoot back down into these areas. Right in here. Because it's never really come back. So if we take the swing.
Say that again, Tom?
I believe that gold will come up to into this. You see this teacup?
Yes.
I believe it will come to this rim and shoot back down before making higher highs. It's just a gut. We'll see how it pans out.
You trading this gold in 4 hour, or do you just mark it up in the 4 hour?
Gold, I trade 4 hour.
Okay.
Now, let me clarify what I mean by that. My targets are based on 4 hour targets. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So you can trade it on any time frame, but my targets. So let's say I'm looking at let's say I'm looking at a 15-minute time frame. I don't care about these. So for example, if my stop loss is down here, I don't care about this noise. It can come all the way down here. As long as it hasn't hit my stop loss, my targets are based on 4 hour charts, not 15-minute charts.
Makes perfect sense. That's what I mean when I say trade it. Because when I mark up my charts and I trade it in that time frame, whatever it is, that's what I look for my my TP to hit.
Perfect. So let's do a sphere from here. See, gold is getting into, yeah. All right. This may be confusing for some of you, but look, watch this. I just drew a fib on a 4-hour. I'm going to take my pivots off. If you're new to this, you may be saying, okay, why is this, what does this have to do with anything? Because I would mark a target right here based on this fib. Watch this. I would mark a target right there. But to the untrained or inexperienced eye, all you see is open space. So you wonder, okay, why would you put a target here? Then I pull up pivots. Look at that, right at a pivotal area. So if you go to a larger time frame, you will see that it has played around in this area before. So here's a target where it was, and then you can target key areas on the way up. By target, we mean if it goes beyond one take profit area, then you're looking for the next one to hit. It doesn't mean it will. It just means that's what you're looking for it to do. Now, let me take this field off. Here's the sell. Before I take it off, mark up right here. Take the fib off. Take those back off. Taking a little long on this, so
Downside, I'm looking for it to come back and retest the 1860 zone.
yeah, at some point. Like if it came here, I would enter a buy and just hold it.
Yeah, that's the zone I'm looking for it to retest. If it's gonna continue up and retest and then go back up.
So my buy zone, that's also my sell zone. I'm looking for it to come and test that area, but if it breaks, it's just where I would sell.
Are you looking for one candle to break or two?
Well, on the 4-hour, I would be looking for a 4-hour or 1 hour to close below that area.
Okay.
Now, can we look at silver right after this just to see the comparison?
Mm-hmm. So on the daily, if gold breaks this area right in here, it's coming all the way back down. So we'll see. Remember, it's a best guess based on your analysis, your experience, all of those things. There is no secret sauce.
Doc,
Yo.
the first target is based off of what? On the sell? I mean, yeah, the 1892 level.
Right here?
Yes.
Look at this activity right here. See these pairs?
The pin bars.
Yeah,
Which
technical
pair?
term.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't get that.
See these pairs right here? That's what I base my targets on. Anytime you see a flip in the market right there, I'm looking to target that area again. And it's been working so far, so we'll see.
Did you see the double pattern on the daily with the pairs?
Here?
No, go pull your chart up. There it is. Look at that.
That's what I said. If it breaks out of here,
Ooh.
yeah, it's coming all the way back down. This would be my first area of interest, though, right here. Between these. All right, silver. I wouldn't sell silver until right here. You can also sell here. Silver does not take a lot of money to make good money. You can sell here. Target. Sell zone. Thank you for answering that, Monica. For Mark. You can trade from TradingView too if you have one of the brokers that they integrate with, like Oanda, Forex.com, some others. This would be my buy zone. Target right here. Target. Of course, you can do a lot within here, but I just don't mess with it.
Doc, I noticed this week, like gold and silver, usually how you say they go in the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a lot of times this week where they kind of like went different ways.
Yep. So I say that we don't control anything. So when people tell you that this pair and this pair move together, historically maybe they do, but it's still coincidence. Unless it's like the GBP AUD and GBP NZD, because those are similar currency pairs, but it's all coincidental. That's why I don't get hung up on all of that stuff. I study Wyckoff patterns, but I don't trade Wyckoff patterns because the patterns don't control the market. That's also too why I resort to my own analysis 9 out of 10 times. I just go with my gut. So I'm willing to take the consequences of going with my own gut over the ideas of somebody else. Doesn't mean I think I'm a better trader. I just know my gut. GBP just smash the targets. Sales, GBP JPY smashed the target.
And I watched it go up too. I was like, oh my God. I didn't get in. I was just watching it like moving like crazy.
Now, if it sells, if it breaks out, we just target this. See how that pivot was right where I dropped that line? After a while, you just get it. I'm always amazed at when people quit so soon. Gotta give yourself time to get it. We are buying. There we go. Sometimes the daily is not enough. Oh, wow. Look. If it breaks above 156.6, you can ride it all the way up. From here, 438 pips. So what I will do, and I usually don't trade this, but I am going to put an alert right here. Crossing 156.031. No, it is 804. Bye. And my target will be up here. And I will not touch it unless it stops me out. All right, let's come back. Cool. Y'all see how I set that alert? You don't have to sit and babysit the charts. Wait for the pairs that you trade to trigger. I still like this, but we will bring it up right here. Now on GBP USD, because it's in such a massive downtrend, I'll be looking for rejection in these areas. Of course, it's going to take a while to get there. I'll come back to that. I don't want to spend all my time on one pair. AUDJPY hit the targets, crushed the targets. This is the sell zone. Our targets are down in here. See how many pips it is, if it's even worth it. Yeah. That could be my first target. Second target. I like this as the buy. This was my buy zone. I don't know if you all remember. This is my buy zone, and I still like it. But my new one will be here. Target 1. Target 2. In the interest of time, let me go to the Euro pairs now. Can't make this stuff up. This was the buy zone. This was my second target. Look what happened. I just hope you all are taking these trades. If not, oh well. Sell zone. $20 pips on the dot. First target is 20, 30. There we go. Right here. This is a buy zone. If it breaks this, I'll be looking to hold to here. Now that is almost 75 pips. So take it in 25 pip intervals. Now let's get rid of this. Euro USD. Something I never trade. Let's see. Look at this. If this breaks underneath this area, you can sell it to here. Right here. Our first target will be right there. Sometimes I'll take a trade of something I never trade just to see how accurate my analysis was. I don't care whether I win or lose it because I only put a penny on it. So if I lose it, I lose $2. If I win it, I win $8 or $9. My second target will be right here. On the buy, first target right here. Look at that, right on the money. My second target will be right there. If it wants to keep coming, third target would be right here. Euro USD. USD can't hit the sell target. I like USD CAD to continue pushing down. Why? Look what we have. If it breaks below this area, look at all of this. So this will be my sell zone right here. Take a while for it to get there. I will put an alert across it. Doesn't even have to be on the 1 bar. You know what? This will be my sell zone. This will be my first target and an alert. Let's go back to the monthly look. See all this silence, as I like to call it? This is, what's that candle called? I can't even think of the name of it. Institutional candle. Look at this. We would have to come all the way into these areas if it breaks out of this zone. So we're looking at potentially, it's right here, almost 800 pips. Don't know why it works like that. It just works like that. So this will be my buy zone.
Salad just to kind of see, because I'm like, I forget how many eggs my.
You know what? Let me adjust that buy zone to right here. Now let's see what kind of pips we are. 25, okay. First target. Second target. Third, right here. And fourth. Actually, that's my sales zone. So we'll target these areas first. All right, there we go. USD CAD. Interest of time, I'll go into the Ripples and Ethereums. So on the buy zone from last week, we hit the target. We had a retracement. See how we're looking on the daily. All right, right here. There's a target. Buy zone right here. XRP. I trade Bitcoin on daily target, on daily markup. Let's see for my intradays. There's a sell zone right here. Actually, bring that up right here. Buy zone right here on the 1 hour. Let's get a little assistance with the pivots. Now's the time to buy this stuff, though. I don't mean trade. I mean buy. All right, we have time for one more. Anybody have a preference on which one we do?
Can we do Ethereum?
Ethereum. Here's your sell. Here's your target. And then we can target, if we get the sell, 318. 50, 25. If you don't know what I'm doing, I take the range, which is the full move, and then I split it up into quarters. It's quarter theory. Students used to tell me, ask me when would they use this math in real life. They didn't know that I would be a trader. Here's your buy. It's already about to hit. Let's look at that. All right, so there's Ethereum. You know what? Let me put that back on the floor so people don't start panicking. Ethereum. All right, y'all. That's enough to get us going. Of course, we'll be updating as the markets open, looking at the movement of the charts. That being said, have a happy Sunday. Make sure you tune in for the mentorship call. Look, y'all, it's coming. We're working on something huge over here. It's coming. So, y'all have a great Sunday.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doc.
Thanks, Doc.
Everyone.
Thank you, Doc.